Turn to page 14 in your book, and we're going to have a look at the top of the page there with your teacher section. We're going to look at each of these following graphs and state whether the network has these 5 things. So let's have a look at this first one here. Is it planar or non-planar? So if you remember, planar means that there's no crossing over. So if we have a look here, between 2 points, we can see that there is crossing over, so that becomes non-planar. Is it simple or non-simple? So remember, to be simple, it has no loops, and between 2 points, or vertices, there is only one edge. So if we have a look here, there are no loops, so it satisfies that. And each 2 points, there's one edge, one edge, one edge. It looks like it is simple. Is it connected or disconnected? And so every single vertice has something attached to it, so it's connected. Is it directed or undirected? It has no arrows on it, so it must be undirected. And is it weighted or unweighted? So there's no numbers written between all of the points, so it's unweighted. So we've done the first one. Let's have a look at this one here. So we're looking at whether first it's planar. So with this one, it is planar because we've got a point in the middle. Now, initially it looks like it is in fact crossing over, but we've got this point here. So in fact it is planar. Simple or non-simple? So there are loops? No loops. And does every single point from one to the other, is there only one edge? There are none that have 2 edges, so it must be simple. Connected or disconnected? It looks like all the vertices you can reach as you go around, so it's connected. Directed or undirected? It's got arrows on it, so it must be directed. And is it weighted or unweighted? So it's got all these numbers, so it must be weighted. Let's have a look at this one over here. So we'll do the same thing, planar or non-planar. So does it have any crosses over? So it must be planar as well. Simple or non-simple? So in terms of simple, there are no loops, but if we have a look from here to here, there is more than one edge, so it must be non-simple. Connected or disconnected? So you can see a disconnect here, so it must be disconnected. Directed or undirected? There are no arrows, so it must be undirected. And then weighted or unweighted? There are no numbers written here, so it must be unweighted as well. What I'd like you to do now is to turn to page 40 and do question